Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here with another Wonderkid wheel video, and it's one that I've promised and you've all been clamouring for. We're going to Germany and Wolfsburg, but this time we're locking the manager at the club for 30 years because we all know the big man Ralph is in charge of Wolfsburg. So that's all there is to say about it as an intro. Let's get into it and let's find out what 5 wildcards we're going to have at our disposal. So here's the wildcard wheel. Then we've got some good, some bad, and some neutral. And yeah, some new ones that have been coming at me in the comments from previous videos. So yeah, do keep your suggestions coming. I'm always all ears for all the suggestions. Now, half current ability boosts. Okay. Bit of a negative, but it's fine. It's fine. No need for the confetti. But anyway, here comes the second one. Here comes the second one. And it's going to be little and large. That means it's 2 Wonderkids in a season. One the smallest and one the tallest they can be in the game. So there you go then. So it's an extra Wonderkid. That is a good one. And we can technically tailor the small and tall, like have a tall centre back or whatever. Anyway, wildcard 3. Oh, stop. Oh my God, it had to be. We've put the max potential ability for the manager in this one because it's Ralph. And it's only come up. Can't believe it. Big man Ralph. There we go then. Let's get that removed. And wildcard number 4 is that it's going to be max current ability instantly. So that means as soon as we move them up the potential ability, we can move their current ability all the way up to their max potential. So we get a 200, we could go straight to 200. And the final wildcard of this wheel spin is no Wonderkid for the season. Okay, so here we go. We've got 1 to 15. Let's give it a quick shuffle. And which season is that Wonderkid, or lack of Wonderkid, going to be? Season 7. It's season 7 that we will not be having a Wonderkid. So here we are with Wolfsburg then. And the 5 wildcards were half current ability boost, which means, of course, if you've seen these before, you know the rules by now. But if you haven't, quick rapid fire rules. We have at our disposal a Wonderkid every single season, with the exception of the wildcard rules where we don't get 1 or we get 2, etc. Now, where do those Wonderkids come from? They will come from the Wolfsburg Under-19s Academy, which they will all have to be regens as well. So in the first season, we can't do anything. I can't interfere with any transfers. I can't interfere with any contracts other than make them have a full-time contract and turn them to 17 when we change their ability. I can tweak personality somewhat. We go with names, really. It's all about vibes and names. If we're really looking for a position, we might tailor it towards that if there's not any great names. But if you've got a great name, then we just pick them. I can facilitate loan moves for them to help them reach their potential. But as I say, I can't do any transfers. And when we move them up, so let's say, for example, if it was Niels Hoffman, he's at 128. If our first Wonderkid was like 170, that would be a 42 increase. That 77 would also increase by 42. I think that's all the rules. Like I say, if you've been here before, you know the rules. So the half current ability boost means we wouldn't go up by 42, we'd go up by 21. So there you go. But then the max, we'd go straight up to 170. So yeah, little and large, as I said during the spin. Tall Wonderkid, small Wonderkid, that's absolutely fine. No Wonderkid for the season in season 7. And of course, the last one, max manager potential ability. Bang! Wild card. He's got a transfer in 2053 to Al Nassr. Now, we do only have 15 years of Wonderkids at our disposal, so he will have Wonderkids with him going forward. So, he should, in theory, win everything, should Ralph. There's no excuse not to. So without further ado, let's jump through to the end of the first season and see how they got on with no outside interference other than the max manager potential ability. Oof, 15th, not great at all. And Bayern Munich, of course, 19 points clear at the top, absolutely ripping it up. But we were not great there. We were not great at all, to be honest. So a lot of room for improvement. Now, our squad is very much a 150 is our best player, Maxence Lacroix. Let's sort by current ability. We've got a few in the sneaking over the 140 mark, a lot in the 130. So 130-ish is a benchmark for our first team squad. In terms of the youth academy then, not got many players at our disposal here. Michael Cormick, Casper Homan, Alexander, Jakimovsky, Mark Yannick Batge. I quite like that name. He's wanted. He's wanted by a load of teams. 135. He's fairly ambitious as well, so he's not got a bad personality type. His loyalty's only at 4. Don't like that, but we don't really mess around with loyalty in terms of these personalities. Usually what I'll do is I'll just give the ambition and professionalism a little tweak. Professionalism has to be over 12, really. If it's below 12, I might give it a little boost, but if I can avoid it, I do. I don't want to make it too overpowered and just make them all model citizens. I mean, it's a shame that this guy's blacked out. Marses Amaniampong. What a great name. So yeah, and so looking over this, I think I'm very limited with who I can go with, and I think it's going to be Mark Yannick Batke. But what's his ability going to be? He's already at 135 potential, so let's see. So there's the wheel. We're shuffling them now quickly so we get a nice even split and spread of numbers. And the wheel's on its way round, as you can see. Don't need you to explain that, really, do I? And it's going to be an awful start. Oh, piss it hell. Okay, brilliant. 170 for Mark Yannick Batge. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do straight off the bat. So he's only going to improve 35. We're going to half the half current ability. So 35 in half. 17 or 18. You round up, don't you? 17.5. So we're going to go up to 18 attribute points to 81. Oof, that's awful. Oof. Right, okay, yeah. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with the half. In terms of his contract, let's just change his date of birth and his... There you go, he's 17 now. I'll stop editing that. And change the contract... Full time, give him a few years on it in case they sell him, and a semi-livable wage at £5,500. A semi-livable wage, £5,500 a week, above the £55 a week. As a professional footballer, £5,500 a week, especially for a player who's going to be, well, got the potential to be world class. No, God, I'd like to be on £5,500 a week. Right, so that's it. That's all we're going to do in this first juncture. Probably try and find a loan move for him off camera, but let's go through to the end of this season, 2025, and see how we're getting on. Okay, then. So Ralph is now at 151. Was he about 145 to begin with? And no, we have not reloaded the same file. It is another season. It is a season further on. And once again, we finished 15th. But that just tells me that the squad at the moment is not quite cutting the mustard. Season preview says sick that Ralph would have been sacked. If we hadn't got locked him at the club, Ralph would have been sacked. Okay. Mark Yannick Batge, we didn't bother with a loan move with him in the end, actually, because of the Wolfsburg under-19 squad. He's been playing for them. He's only got 12 appearances. Maybe I should have done a loan move. He's at 101. Ooh, he's at 18. We'll see. He probably will get sold anyway at some point soon, so it's not really the end of the world, is it? I mean, he's not worth a lot either, is he? Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Okay, so what seems to be our problem? We actually got to the DFB Pokal final. We lost 3-1 in the final of the Cup, despite finishing 15th. So we've got a little bit of something about us. We have got something about us. Benny Sesko for Leipzig. Depressing, isn't it? So in terms of the league, I mean, in terms of goals, we scored 33, which the lowest in the league was 31, but a lot of teams scored 33. We conceded 42. Doesn't seem like there's a glaring issue. It's not like we concede loads but score quite a few and that's where we need to tighten up. We're just a bit crap. So I think just generalised strengthening of the squad will help us climb that league table. So let's go and spin a wheel quick. Okay, so what we're going to get season 2. What are we going to get in season 2? Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. 199. We'll have that. Yes, please. So 199. Mark Yannick Batge still in the youth setup. And well, what are we saying then? We're very limited. There's not that many regen faces. We've got Bjorn Berberich. Still got Casper Homan, Dominic Aman, Airman, Abdul Bangura. I think I'm looking. We go for Finn Patrick Thorner, the double-barreled first name, Finn Patrick. He is unambitious, but everything else is pretty good. We're going to move that ambition to 13 straight off the bat. 13 and 199. That's 115, and that's going to be 151. So he's now light-hearted, but to be fair, that's not a terrible personality type. I mean, light-hearted can be quite bad, but looking at those attributes, they're okay. They're okay. And he's up at 151 as well. So Finn Patrick Thorner is Season 2 Wonderkid of 199. Now, he will get into the first team, defence right centre. Let's have a quick look at the first team squad. We've got... Did we get rid of... Have they sold Maxence Lacroix? Oh my God, he's gone for £24 million. He's worth more than £24 million. Deary me. Strengthened a rival as well. £45 million in the hole. This could be a long one. This could be a very long experiment, right? Well, Season 3? Can we any advance on 15th? So I put Mark Yannick Backgate has gone to Lubeck on loan. He's now up at 119, so that's a little bit of growth. Finn Patrick Thorner at 155. Wolfsburg, well, out of nowhere, 5th. And we're now getting Europa League football. Bayern Munich still winning it, of course, but 15th 2 seasons in a row. We put given one bloody centre-back who's the same as what Maxence Lacroix was, basically, in terms of ability. And, yeah, he's helped us get to 5th. He's played 28 times. So, maybe they've bought well elsewhere. I'm not too sure. They've got a big squad, haven't they? Very big squad. Let's get one player bigger. The Wheel of Fortune is on its way round. And what are we going to get this time? 170s. 178, stay? Yeah, 178. Underwhelming a bit, really. Anything in the 170 always disappoints me. And, you know, is what it is. And where are we going then? Where are we going? Again, there's... In terms of up front, we're very... Malte Alberts, making me feel left. Zarko Kolarovic, not a bad name, actually. Klirim Munishi. Alexander Jakimovsky. We've seen Jakimovsky, haven't we? Serif Sen. Spyros Tsakanis, Gunnar Janovsky, Bryce Simon, Christian Vlad, Jens Bormeister, Christian Vlad. Is he the guy? He's resilient. Yeah, he's not bad personality type-wise. Again, bit defensive-minded, but Ralph loves a central midfielder. He plays 2 defensive midfielders as well, so maybe Christian Vlad will play in there. Plus, I'm kind of hesitant to do a striker in the 170s. Is that me being very snobbish? I think he probably is being a bit snobbish, but, you know, maybe we'll have to settle for like a 180s odd soon, because we need some firepower going forward. We need some wingers and a striker. But I think we're going to go for Christian Vlad. What's that? 53. So he's going to go up to 128. There we go then. Nothing more needs to be said. Let's move on to 2027. God, we're out in the second round of this cup this year. Runners up. Second round. Rubbish. On we move. So a couple of low moves over here. Mark Yannick back is now up at 137. He's been at Nürnberg. Christian Vlad, he's at 128 still, which where he was last time, wasn't it? Was it? He's not improved at all in 24 games for Darmstadt 98, so that's disappointing. Finn Patrick Thorner is wanted by Juventus and he's unhappy. He wants to move to a club with a stronger squad. We're working on it, Finn. We're working on it. And so's Ralph. We're 6th. We finished in 6th. RB Leipzig have won the league this season. How have we done in competitions? Well, the DFB Pokal out in the second round again. Nearly won it the other season. And we got to the round of 16 and lost to Frankfurt. We lost to Frankfurt in the cup, didn't we? Frankfurt literally knocking us out of everything. Oh, dear. Right. So, what are we saying? You've got Finn Patrick Thorner, who's actually played. He's playing at right back as well, actually. Can play there a bit. 6-1. I'd probably play him as a centre-back, really. His jump reach of 20. Yeah, definitely would. Right. So, Christian Vlad is loaned out. Mark Yannick Backgit is also loaned out. But he could now come back and take on from Gonzalo Borges. I think he will. Okay. So, let's get that other Wonderkid rocking and rolling. Let's spin the wheel. And if he's 190 plus, I think we're going to go for an attacking player. It is. Oh, it's 198. Worse then, it was going to be 188. Or if it carried on 195. But 198. Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? 198. Now, we haven't got anyone. Mattis Dorm. No out-and-out striker. We are limited up front here. I mean, we've got a few players, but not too sure. I mean, his name was speaking to me. And then there's the hairdo. I'm going to take it back what I just said. We're not going for a striker. We're going for Peter Dombrowski. Peter Dombrowski. What was he saying? We got to 198, didn't we? So that's what? 92. He's going to get to 135. Left back at 135. Oh, what? Archie Brown's leaving. on loan from Dortmund. Optional future fee of £8.25 million. He's good. Okay. Okay, then. So, yeah, there you go, then. We've got another player coming into our midst. Another Yannick. Another Mark Yannick as well. And Mark Yannick Rensing. We could have had the Mark Yannick twins. Would have gone for this goalkeeper. Not a bad goalkeeper, actually, to be fair. Not a bad goalkeeper. We do need to get a goalkeeper at some point. But anyway, let's move on. Ralph is at 160 as well, ladies and gentlemen. If we go and have a look at Wolfsburg, again, we finished 5th. So we're doing all right. We are doing all right in terms of El Schedulo. Well, second round again of the DFB Pokal, this time to Elversberg. Bundesliga 2 side. Ralph. You lucky sod, Ralph. You really are lucky. But then getting through in the Europa League, 2-0 down against Torino in the round of 16. 3-0. A 3-0 win. Mark Yannick Batge with an extra time winner. Go on, Mark. And we actually got to the semi-final, losing to Bilbao 4-0 away. That is, well, disappointing. To get to a semi-final of Europe and lose 4-0 in the first leg. Dear. Deary me. Right. The shortlist then. Well, we've got Mark, who we've seen score a goal in the Europa League, 144. Christian Vlad at 143. And Peter Dombrovski at 149. That's the good news. The bad news, you can all see it. Finn Patrick Thorner has fucked off to Dortmund for £49.5 million. £49.5 million. Look at that polygon. Oh, that's depressing. He's up at 169 currently. 199 potential. Devastating. And Mark Yannick Batge is wanted by Bournemouth and Al Fateh. I'll accept that because I think Wolfsburg have got the pulling power to stop him going to Bournemouth. If not, oh dear. Hang on. Have Bournemouth had a tycoon? Don't tell me Bournemouth have had Brendan Rodgers at Bournemouth. Oh shit, they've had a tycoon. Bournemouth have had a tycoon. Brilliant. Okay. £87 million in the bank. Right, we might lose some players to Bournemouth. Then they got Conference League football. They're in Europe now. That's only one tournament worse off than us. We're in the Europa League. Okay. We might lose Mark Yannick Batge. We've got another Wonderkid on the horizon. Right. I'm disappointed at this 49.5 million. Let's drown our sorrows with a wheel spin, and it's going to cheer us up, isn't it? Isn't it? Keep going. It's lost momentum. It's a 173. The phrase "salt in the wound" comes to mind. I know, Ralph. Look at him. He's putting on a brave face, bless him. It's been a tough start, Ralph. Even though we have had a 199 and a 198. Because we've lost the 199. You've sold him, though. You're doing, Ralph. Nenad Grabovic. I like that name. Nenad Grabovic. We don't need another defensive midfielder. Oswaldo Tamé. Like that. Peter Graf. Friedrich Vogel. Sasa Mihailovic. Christoph Sikora. Friedrich Vogel or Oswaldo Tamé. I'm going to go with Friedrich Vogel because it's a 173. And my logic here, right, is I will want to replace a 173 striker. If I've got a striker at 173, I'm probably getting another striker. We only play one up front, so then he's going to push them onto the bench. Whereas a cam, probably want a better cam as well, but I definitely would want a better striker, 100%. Plus, a cam, you could have someone who can play on the wing or a cam. Do you know what I mean? So there's my logic. And Friedrich Vogel, he means business. Look, 17 aggression, and that's the regen face they've given him. He looks like that eyebrow, furrowed eyebrow. That's 17 aggression. 17 aggression. What's his personality saying? He knows he's 15 dirtiness. He knows what time it is. He's tell you what, he's got a great personality. Light-hearted though, but a lot of greens. Well, Friedrich, welcome to the club. You're already here. So it's just 50, 173, and he's going to go to 113. So we'll probably have to find a loan move for the Vogster, his first instance. Right, so we've kept everyone here. Mark Yannick Batge has not improved from 144. He played 31 times in the league this season. He's not really improved. Christian Vlad's wanted by Man United. He's at 151. Oh dear. Peter Dombrovski, he's wanted by Bayern Munich. Of course he is. Bayern Munich are always going to come and pinch our players. Friedrich Vogel went to Lubeck. He spent the season on loan at Lubeck, and he's at 122, which, not overly keen on, not overly happy with that, to be honest. How did we do as a team? We finished 10th. Fantastic. We've got European football next season. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Ralph's up at 163. He is crawling to 200. So all of those players that might want to leave are almost certainly going to want to leave because we've now not got European football to tempt them to stay. I mean, to be honest, Bayern Munich and United, have United got Champions League football? Yes, they have. So United and Bayern have both got Champions League football, and we have got sod all. Fan-bloody-tastic. Right, get me another Wonderkid. Get me another Wonderkid. Oh, come on. Come on. 190. Bit of that. Right. So we've already lost a centre-back. Christian Vlad's probably going to piss right off. There's Peter Dombrowski. Now, we've got some names here. We've got some names, ladies and gentlemen. We have got some... I don't even know where to start. I mean, I'm going to start up front. We've got Oswaldo Tomé, who is no longer Flavour of the Month because Matthias Klostermaier has taken that mantle off him. We've got Ivica Panadic, who can play on the right. Atlas Unal on the left. Malte Alberts. Sasa Mihailovic, we've seen. Dennis Brun. And then, as we move further back, we've got Michael Amarpol. Jan Ove Semler. Baybora Arslan. We've still got Nenad Grabovac. Oh, I don't know. I think... do you know what? I'll have edited all this out. All the pause and all the silence. I've been sat here for about 2 minutes, breathing. Just going, making just some weird noises. And I will edit it out. I won't subject you to it all. I feel like there's a logic here. Nenad Grabovac, we're going to make him go back to 17. He's moving up to 190, which is 58. That means he'll go to 154, straight into the first team, which is what we desperately need right now to get European football back. Yes, we might need some more firepower going forward, but I think they're probably going to come later down the line. They'll get the back line in to begin with. Do the goalkeeper, actually. Murray Johnson. He's a real person. Good name, but real person doesn't count. Well, it does count. It counts more than anyone, but not for our experiment. Husnu Oxus as well. Not even mentioning him. Lorenzo Salvi. Lawrence Phillip. We're going to go for Nenad. So what was that? 58. So 104, 154, yeah. 154. Okay. Disappointing. I can't believe we finished 10th. And then we're beating finalists in the cup again. How are we getting to the final of the cup when we're doing so bad in the league? Lost to Villarreal in the second round of 16, of the Europa League. Well, don't worry, there's no Europe to distract us this season because we're not in it. Let's go to next season. Okay, some stuff's happened. Marc-Yannick Batke is still wanted. Now Tottenham are in the mix. Christian Vlad, Tottenham and Bayern are in the mix for him. Marc-Yannick Batke is still at 144. Why is he not improving from 144? He's playing. I think he might be stuck. Got a good personality type. I don't get why he's not improving and not kicking on from 144. Moment of silence. Mourn the loss of Peter Dombrowski. He's gone to Manchester City for £68 million. And do you know what? They're not even paying him £100,000 a week. That is criminal. Absolutely criminal. Vincent Kompany, the Man City manager. In their first team, let's remove the players that are on loan, not at club. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th lowest paid player in this first team squad. The 8th lowest. He's actually 11 attribute points better than Rico Lewis, who's paid £675,000 a week. He is the 3rd best player in the squad. And he's just been signed and he's agreed to £94,000 a week. I know he's not a real person, but I feel genuinely sad for him. Like, I genuinely feel a bit upset at that. It's annoyed me. Man City have got 5 Champions Leagues. They've won 3 in a row there. Bloody hell. Bayern Munich have just won the Champions League, so that'd be easy to tempt him to stay. How did we do in the league then? Don't even know how we've done in the league. Back up in 5th, our favourite position, ladies and gentlemen. The Bayern Munich have just won the league and the Champions League. Have they won the cup? Yeah, a treble for Bayern Munich and Jurgen Klopp. Okay, so we finished 5th. Europa League football then, back on the horizon. We've just seen Bayern Munich have won the cup. We lost in extra time to Dortmund, unfortunately. Moritz Kiergaard with the winner. 10-man Dortmund as well. We equalised late on. Oh dear. Deary me, indeed. So 5th, let's have a quick look at the back of the shortlist. So we've lost 2 players. Friedrich Vogel, he's had a good spell at Nuremberg this time around and probably will come back and get some minutes. We've got some good players here in the first team squad now. We'll have 4 Wonderkids and it's season 7. We don't get a Wonderkid this season. Oh, bollocks. Oh my God. It doesn't get any easier, does it? It just gets bloody worse. Ralph, he's at 164. He was at 163 last time, wasn't he? He's never getting to 200, is he? Oh, Let's get this season out the way because I'm sick of the sight of it. Right, so, of course, we got no Wonderkid last season. Friedrich Vogel, though, has come back and played 26 times for us. He's now at 153. Fantastic news. Brilliant stuff. Ninad Grabovac, he's unhappy about failing to reach the Europa League's latter stages. Spoiler, we didn't win the Europa League then. Mark Yannick Batge, out of absolutely pissing nowhere, has jumped from 144 to 156. What on earth has happened there then? Have we upgraded our training facilities? I mean, they're at 20. Even if they weren't at 20, they were probably doing all right. So, you know, what's happened there? The bad news! Christian Vlad's gone to Bayern Munich for £64 million. At least he's getting paid £375,000 a week. Has Peter had a pay rise? Nope. No, he hasn't. He's now classed as a star player. He's now 188. Is he going to be the Vincent Kompany's no longer at Man City? Oh my God, they sacked him. 4 years, he won 9 cups and a Premier League. Only won Premier League. Maybe that's why they sacked him. Yeah, not been winning the Premier League. Interesting. Where is Vincent Kompany now then? Unemployed. Right. So we've lost another Wonderkid. We finished 8th, so we've got no European football. Missed out by a point. Do you know what? I was really looking forward to this one with Ralph being in charge and everything, but it's been a slog, hasn't it? I'm really disappointed at how badly it's going. Because I thought Wolfsburg are a pretty good side. I thought within 5 years we'd be challenging for the league title. This is season 8, ladies and gentlemen. We finished at best 5th, and we've just missed out on Europe for season 9. So let's go get Wonderkid, shall we? Do you know what? What's even worse is every time we have a bad season or a little bit of disappointment, the wheel comes and sticks the bloody knife in. 195. Come on! I have got no words. I have got absolutely no words. What the hell happened there? It was like it crept and it had no business creeping over to 182. But it did creep over to 182. Couldn't even get a goalkeeper if I wanted one. One goalkeeper, Murray Johnson, real person. So that's that. Anal Bollock Bassi. Right. Has he been there the whole time? Have I just completely missed him every single time? Devoy Ingram, Serkan Korkmaz, wing back left. He needs to be retrained into a different position. We don't play wing back left. Archibald Hecking, I like that. Till Decker, Matt Lomas. Matt Lomas is not the funniest name, really. Or the name that speaks to me the most, but just Matt Lomas is so un-German. It kind of appeals to me. But I tell you who I really like. Gaichel Munganga. Not only is it a fantastic name, it's very satisfying to say. He can play all across the front three here as an attacking midfielder. He can also play central midfielder, not that we play him, but if we do drop in, he could be there. He's at 68 out of 103, sorry. He's fairly professional. He's got great ambition, decent-ish loyalty, good professionalism. Now, if we move him up, let's have a look. What did we just get? 182. Of course we did, yeah. How could I forget 182? I thought it was going to be 195. So if we go to 182, so that's 79 increase. And that's more than doubling his ability. So 79. So that goes to 147. So is 147 going to get him in the first team? Well, yes it is. We've got Jamie Bino Gittins here at 138. We've got Patrick Wimmer, 132. Okay, let's hope he can do something for us, because God help us, we need it. Okay, so we've got everyone's still there. Everyone is still there, which is fantastic. Gaichel Munganga is up at 154. He played 27 times last season. 9 of those off the bench. But he wasn't in the first team as much as I probably thought he was going to be, but he's got some good football under his belt at the age of 17/18, and he's going to keep progressing and pretty much easily get to 182. He's so close already. Everyone else is still here as well. Tottenham and PSG want Nenad Grabovac. Friedrich Vogel is up at 163 and loving life. He's representing. Mark Yannick Batge is at 161. So he's continued to improve as well. Why he wasn't improving in the early 20s and all of a sudden at 24, 25 he has started to improve. Beats me, but hey, I'm happy. Peter Drombrowski, he wants to leave. He wants a new contract. Too right, Peter. Come back to us. Leave on a free in 2 years. Teach City a lesson. Marco Rose, give him a new deal. 4th. That's our best season so far as well, ladies and gentlemen. Our best season so far being 4th. Still quite a way away from Leverkusen, who are 3rd, 7 points, and 19 off Bayern. But we've got Champions League football. You can't say fairer than that. So that's not bad. I'm actually quite pleased with that. We got knocked out in the second round of the Cup once again. the Bochum. So all we had to concentrate on all season was the league. No Europe distraction. That's a concern. Now we've got Europe and Champions League to contend with. Ralph, you're going to have to do some magic with that 39 million. Okay, yeah, just looked at one of his signings. Look, this is the level of the signings. 23 million pounds he paid for this guy. He's a 143 player. He's already at his potential. He's distinctly average. Anyway, let's get that wheel spun. And here we go once again. Season 9's Wonderkids are on the way. And it's going to tick over. Oh my, like the momentum of that just got lost. So it carried on last time. And this time the momentum was just lost. 200. Right. Little and large. Okay, we're going for little and we're going for large. And I'm going to go Tim Muller. Muller's a very German name. It's not the best name, is it? I mean, Archibald Hecking is pretty good. Tim Muller. He's got low determination as well. Everything else is okay. And determination will improve as we improve his attributes, as it rebalances itself out. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. We might come back and just have a little look at his personality type in a moment. He's already 6'5", though. So he's already got the base of a tall guy. Let's make him 6'11". We've got a 6'11" target man now. And yeah, so 105 more. So he's going to go straight to 156 and walk straight into the first team. That's fantastic. Now, in terms of a short player, I feel like a winger's probably best because they're probably not going to get exposed too much for their heading ability and jumping reach. And, well, speaking of a player that's retrained a position, Serkan Korkmaz, who just played wing-back left last time, I said needs to retrain his position. Well, he can play competently as a left midfielder and accomplished now as an attacking midfielder. So he seems to have listened to me. So I quite like that. He's got balanced personality. He's got all right attributes where it counts. So I think I'm probably going to leave him where he is because his personality will change and improve over time. So there we go. He's now at 150 centimetres, that is. And potential ability was 200, wasn't it? So that's what, 72? He's literally doubling his current ability to 144. Now, all of a sudden, the landscape of our team. I mean, Gaichel Munganga is on the left at the moment, so he probably won't get a game at the moment. Might have to get him a loan move. But what's his face is going to... Tim Muller's going to be in there instead of Kaio George. Absolutely. So, how are we going to fare in the Champions League? Can we advance on 4th place? Can we do any better? How's Ralph doing? Right, Ralph's current ability is at 169 as well, for those of you who are keeping track of his current stats and attributes. There you go. And yeah, so he was 3rd place in Manager of the Year. He was Manager of the Year in 25-26. We missed that. I don't know where we finished in 25-26. 5th. Okay. I mean, the Manager of the Year worthy? Maybe because we finished 15th 2 seasons in a row, but we underachieved 2 seasons in a row. We had no right to be finishing that low down. The media thought we were going to finish 6th. So, yeah, he's kind of gamed the system there as old Ralphie. It was 2033 then. Okay, so... First things first, has Peter had a pay rise? He has. He's on £250,000 a week. He's still not as much of a pay rise as I would like him to have, but at least he's getting more money than he was. Next, Serkan Korkmaz is at 146. He played 8 times all season. They were all starts, though, but I'm not too thrilled with that, unfortunately. Tim Muller's now balanced. He got 10 in 32. Again, did not set the world on fire, but he's improved somewhat. Now, the sad news. Nenad Grabovac, £53 million to PSG. Another one. And he's on £88,000 a week. He was nearly at his potential. 15 away from it. 190. A beautifully well-rounded polygon. Sad to see him go. And the sad thing is we have finished 7th in the league. We are slipping back down. Our Champions League escapades have not helped us with our league form. And we have finished in 7th. Getting Europa League football once again. In terms of the schedule, well... Oh, we got to the 3rd round of the Cup this year. Bayern Munich knocked us out. And then we got knocked out of the knockout playoff round in the Champions League to Liverpool. To be fair, Liverpool are a tough side. Vincent Kompany's in charge of Liverpool as well. So, there you go. So we've just lost Nenad Grabovac. We've got Serkan Korkmaz, who's not really playing in an attacking role because we've got Mark on the right, Gaichel on the left, and Friedrich down the middle. So... yeah, so actually I'm a bit overloaded now. Out of nowhere, we're overloaded in the attacking position. So I think we need to get someone towards the back, goalkeeper or defender. We've just lost a centre-back, so maybe a centre-back's needed. Maybe we should have gone for the centre-back being the 6'11" one. It's too late now. Anyway, right. So let's go to... let's firstly just go and spin the wheel. So we've lost some of the big hitters, haven't we, in terms of the numbers, but we've got some big ones still at our disposal, and it could be another. Again, the momentum just dies. I think it's because the segments are getting bigger that it just seems like it's dying, whereas before it was ticking over. So we are at 184. 184. Let's have a look at. Sorry, I'm speechless. These names, there's so many good ones. Right, I'm just gonna go down them. Gerald Claus, Santa's brother, didn't go into the family business. Went to go and be a goalkeeper. F.A. Uskog. I mean, there's no way that's how you pronounce that with all these like little squiggles over the top of letters. I don't know what half they mean. Wilfred Esses. Christian Bale. He's got a Batman at centre back. Right, we're going to go through the list, but it's going to take it's going to take a hell of a name to get past Christian Bale. Tom Luca Watch, Manuel Jansen, Paul Kirsch, Yigi Ademir, Pele Salge, Torge Christian Wenzel, Musa Kaplan, Fernando Caceres, Spyros Christopoulos, Berhanatin Uzal, Dogane Sifty, and then Greg Granger. No relation to Hermione. I really want F.A. Uskog, Christian Bale, Wilfred Esses, Yigi Ademir, and Torge Christian Wenzel. I mean, he's a wing-back right, so we'll rule him out. I do need a goalkeeper. Christian Bale's got low determination. What's the rest of his personality saying? The rest of his personality is actually not too bad. He's probably a little on the low side, but I don't think we'll go messing around with that. And I think his determination will increase when we give him that boost. So 184. So literally going up by 98, which is fantastic. So that means he goes straight to 140. So he's not going to be a million miles away from the first team. What's our first team centre-back saying? Well, Clemens Riedel's there, currently slotted in at centre-back. 134. Oscar Arroyo can play there. 152. 143 for Milan Schmitz, who can play there. 133 for Anil Ahmedhodzic. He's getting worse because he's 34. So, yeah. There we go then. That's the end of this season. Let's go forward another year. Ralph's up at 176. Wolfsburg, third. We have just finished third in the Bundesliga. 2 points off Leipzig, 2 points clear of Bayern Munich. Dortmund have just won it. 83 points. Jesus. Marco Rose is here in charge. And look who's playing right back. Finn Patrick Thorner, who, do you know what, has never actually got to his full potential. He's 10 away. Still 10 away. Still fantastic though. Okay, so in terms of age, right, Mark Yannick Batgate is at 161 out of 170 here, still at Wolfsburg, and was part of the furniture at this point. Christian Vlad has gone to Bayern Munich, we saw. He's wanted by Chelsea. Neno Grabovac at PSG, still on £93,000. Dombrovski, happy on £250,000 a week. He wouldn't be, to be honest. Friedrich Vogel is wanted by Newcastle and Tottenham, but he's still here at 173. He's hit his potential, and he's a very good player indeed. Serkan Korkmaz is on loan at Wolfsburg, and he's now at 152. Tim Muller at 176, yet to be capped by Germany, weirdly. 29-62 overall, 19 this most recent season. And Batman at the back, 29 games this season, did very well indeed. In terms of the old schedule, we lost to Mainz on penalties in the semi-final of the DFB Pokal, and then we lost in the Europa League semi-final to Manchester City, 5-1 on aggregate. Yeah. Sad times. Sad times indeed. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to spin a wheel for a Wonderkid. Spin a wheel for a Wonderkid. And... okay. 192. I'm thinking now might be the time to deploy the Wonderkid of max ability, because realistically we want to get players up there as fast as possible. Now, Justus Bierovka, Great Barnet. Now, realistically, if we get someone straight up at 192, straight into the first team squad, and will really help us kick on from third. If we wait another couple of years, we might just be floundering still, and then we might have to just do it on like a 181, which would be underwhelming. I think 192 is I probably should have done it earlier, to be fair, but I was probably worried that they'd leave. Whereas now, I feel like we're about to start breaking through into the upper echelon where we might be able to keep hold of some of our players, because we've kept hold of quite a few. So who do we go with? Well, Stanley and Bart. No, because we've got a striker now who I don't really think I need a striker. Unless he leaves, we're probably not going to bother with a striker. Gunnar Pertil. Again, don't really need a winger. Mehmet Erdogan. Oh, well. Didn't even see this guy. Pierre Wegkamp Driebach. Dreibach. I think that's probably how you pronounce it. He's wanted by Hansa Rostock. No wonder. Imagine the commercial rev if this guy was amazing. The name on the back of the shirt. They charge by the letter, don't they, these teams? Get them both in, Pierre. No, put them both on. Just put Dreibach on. Don't need the Wegkamp. Get it on. Get it on, Pierre. Think of the money. Not that he probably ever sees any of it. Anyway, right. So, 192. 192. What position does he play? Oh, fine. Defensive midfield and cam. He's competent in the middle of midfield. Which I think is kind of funny because we don't play anyone there. Like, he literally goes, I can play the positions you want me to, but not so good in the middle. Like, he should easily be able to play that. What's his personality saying then? It says fairly. 15 loyalty, 14 professionalism. I mean, he's already at his ability, so it's just going to affect his performance, really. But yeah, good professionalism, good loyalty. And he's at 192. So Pierre Wegkamp Dreibach. Phenomenal name. And he's going to get straight into that first team. You better believe it. And then there you go. Helps us replace Grabovac, who probably was playing defensive midfield. And Vlad, who played defensive midfield before him. All the defensive midfielders keep leaving. Do not go anywhere, Pierre. Do not go anywhere. Ralph's at 177. Wolfsburg are third once again. So, consistent. Tim Muller, top goal scorer. Pierre Wegkamp Dreibach, top assist. And look at that. Oh, he's fairly determined now. Look at how good he is. Look at how good he is. I mean, he's a 190 player, of course he is. But top of the goal scores and assist charts, we're on the move. We're doing well. 2 points behind Leipzig. 18 points behind Dortmund. We're level on points with Bayern. Out of nowhere, Dortmund have just come in and now they're dominating the league. So fair play to them. And in terms of the squad, or the players, should I say, we haven't lost anyone else. Mark Yannick is still at 161. No point looking in on him. Friedrich is still wanted by Spurs. Never happening. United now want Christian Vlad from Bayern Munich. Serkan is at 156. He played a lot last season from the bench, so his growth is somewhat stunted. Tim Muller at 186 out of 200. And yeah, he's very, very good indeed, isn't he? Now Tottenham also want Christian Bale. They also want Christian Bale. Who can blame him, to be fair? He's phenomenal. 184 potential, 20 more attribute points on the horizon. Why wasn't he on the shortlist? Guy Chelmunganga. Let's get him back on the shortlist. I was going to say, where's he gone? Guy Chelmunganga then. He's at 181 out of 182. So there you go. Happy days. And of course, we've already looked in on Pierre Wegkamp Dreibach. We've got Simone Parfundi as well at the club. He's come in. Not quite his potential, but he's pretty good. But as you can see here, we're starting to take over. We've got some good players in and amongst it. And Bas van Dongen, who's signed for 7 million, is not a Wonderkid. Anyway, let's go to the wheel spin. So here we go. The wheel is on its way round. And, could it be another 190? Oh, we've just got there. 194, ladies and gentlemen. Is it time for the goalkeeper? I think it is. It's time for the goalkeeper, isn't it? And it's going to be Santa's brother, Gerald Claus. We're going to make him 17, sort out his contract. 194, which is a jump of 78. So that means he's going to go up to 158. Personality type's a bit on the iffy side, but his professionalism's still at 13, so I'm quite happy with that. Confrontational goalkeeper. I like it. Okay, so we've got a goalkeeper now in our midst. Could that be the missing piece to the puzzle? Certainly could be. It certainly could be. How did we do in other competitions then this season? So, again, the DFB Pokal, we'll either get to the final or get crash out really early. The second round, once again, this time to Bochum, who at least are in the Bundesliga. And we got knocked out to Benfica in the knockout playoff round of the Champions League. So, we're underwhelming massively, aren't we? So, let's go and see if we can Right, no one's left. No one has left. Christian Vlad wants to leave because he's not happy about not reaching the Champions League latter stages with Bayern Munich. Oh no, Guy Chelmunganga is wanted by Man City. Right, the writing's on the wall there. Gerald Claus is up at 170. Oh, he's up at 158. Yeah, he's conceded 25 in 33. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. The missing piece to the puzzle was the goalkeeper. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you our first league title. On goal difference as well. Can you believe that? Right, we've got Batger, who's top of the assist charts. Muller, top goal scorer. Free kick goals, Guy Chelmunganga with 4 of them. Gerald Klaus with 14 clean sheets. We had the joint best goal defensive record with Leverkusen, actually. It was the 4 goals extra that we scored. But surely Yeah, we conceded 36 last season. Yes, we scored a few more this season, which is what was needed. 7 more. We needed an extra 4, but conceding considerably less. We've won the Bundesliga. Come on, Ralph. We got to the quarter-final of the Champions League, losing to Stuttgart, and then we've lost on penalties to Leverkusen in the Cup final. So us and Leverkusen, to be fair, all season have been so neck and neck. We beat them in the league on goal difference to take the title, and then they beat us after extra time and penalties. They beat us on actual penalties, to be fair. I mean, how wayward was the shooting in this match? We had an XG of 2.54. They had an XG of 2.49. 21 shots versus their 20. 3 on target for us, 4 on target for them. No wonder both goalkeepers got such bad ratings. They didn't have to make a save. They couldn't make a save. Well, it was literally 2-2. So, and there was only 7 shots, so only four goals went in. 3 shots were saved. Everyone else spooned them wide and over. Right. So VfL Wolfsburg. So we've won the league. Run up in the cup once again. Champions League, meh. We have a good selection of players, and some reason they're not attracting loads of interest. The interest in Christian Bale's died off. Yeah, Weghkamp Drieback hasn't had any more interest. Friedrich Vogel, has anyone ever wanted him? I mean, we did, but no bugger else has. Gaicho Munganga's going to fend off this interest from Manchester City, hopefully. But I can always get someone in now to play your position, Gaicho, if you're going to go. So I don't even know what position we want to go for at this juncture, because we've got such a very well-rounded squad. We've lost a lot less. 174. Fullback. A spirited fullback. We're short of fullbacks. He's spirited. Leon Stenzel. Not a bad name, actually, to be fair. But yeah, he's just jumped out at me. He just felt right, old Leon Stenzel. So let's get him up. So what did we just land on? 174. So what's that? 48. It's 127. Is that going to be enough for him to get into the first team? I don't think it is. No. Oh, Nicolina Di Benedetto. We bought him 14.75 million from Al Wada, and he's a 176 potential with 167 current. Ralph, you absolutely smashed it out of the park. He's got a weird positional map. Whatever. Edgar Hernandez at right back as well, 152. Signed for 7 million. Okay. Anyway, look at that. Akim Amabak, signed for 6.25 million from Osnabrück. We have got some good players in this squad now. We are hopefully going to kick on. Let's go forward again. See if we do. So here we go. We're back, and Mark Yannick Batge is still here. He's wanted by Al Nassr. He's up at 166. He's continued to improve. He's never quite got to his potential, but he's done pretty well. Serkan Korkmaz has gone to West Ham on loan. Okay, he's obviously not been playing enough. He's been playing too much off the bench, really. He's gone to West Ham and had a bit of a season, to be perfectly honest. He's now up at 166. The problem is, right, is he's a 200 potential ability player, and I'm really disappointed the fact that I've probably not done enough with him early doors. So the little and large wildcard, I think I might have wasted. Have I? I don't know. You tell me. Gaicho Manganga, wanted by Real Madrid now. Man City have quelled their interest, but Gaicho is attracting it from elsewhere. He has had a 25k a week pay rise. That's brilliant. Nenad's on £500,000 a week now at PSG, and deservedly so because of how good he is. Tim Muller is just wanted by PSG. 200 out of 200. Let's look at him. Wow. What a player. 20 jumping reach, of course. 6'11". Joe Klaus is progressing nicely as well. And Leon Stenzel has been on loan at Hertha Berlin, because obviously we probably wasn't going to play that much. He's now up at 141, which is on the cusp of a squad option, certainly. A squad option for the league champions for 2 seasons in a row. Goal difference again. Goal difference for 2 seasons in a row. You couldn't make this up, could you? We're not in the top goal scorers charts. Pierre was second in the assist charts. We are top of the clean sheets, or equal first, should I say, with Arganovas for Dortmund. But yeah, 72 points for us and 72 points for Leipzig. So, another league win. Another goal difference win. And, losing. Look at this. We lost 2-1 to Bayern Munich in the first leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And we only went and beat them 4-1 at home, 2-1 up, and we managed to win 4-1 after extra time. And look at that. 2 goals in extra time, taking the victory. And that's unbelievable stuff. We then got knocked out to Real Madrid in the semis, unfortunately. And where's the cup? There we go. 3rd round to Dynamo Dresden. You know, just mid-table in Bundesliga 2 with Marco Reus in charge, as you do. Oh, dear. Right. This is the penultimate wheel spin, the second to last wheel spin of this experiment. And what's it going to deal up? It's a 191. Now, what do we do with this? Okay, so we have Christian Bale, centre-back. And we have one of our players who's a fullback options. But we're a bit shy in the defensive area. So do we go for a centre-back? Kyriakos Sideropoulos? Yeah, I think so. Do we now go straight up to 161? That's a brilliant leap, that is. He's going to get straight into the first team. He can also play defensive midfielder as well, so it's a nice little bit of versatility for us. If you look at the team, you've got, well, we actually could do with a better player here in defensive midfield because we're repping a 147, slumming it at 147, so we could play here, any of these 4 positions, which I'm quite pleased about. So, shall we move on to the final season? Okay, right, so firstly, the good news. So Ralph's up at 185 in terms of visibility. We have won the league again. That's 3 in a row for Wolfsburg, and this time we've won it by 11 points. Tim Muller, top goal scorer once again. Joe Klaus, joint clean sheet winner. We've got free kicks scored. Two players have both got direct free kicks, Munganga and Tim Muller. And Batge at 31 has just got the most player of the matches, and he's the player of the season, the player of the year. And you know what? At a 166 current ability, never made his potential of 170. He's just got player of the year. He's been phenomenal for us. So when I'm whinge about a 170, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that's kept people at bay going, oh, I'll be bothered. There's better players out there. No, maybe the 170 is the way to go. Just look at this. I mean, okay, Christian Vlad left, but Finn Patrick Thorner, 199, gone to Dortmund. Yeah, Peter Dombrovski, 198, gone to City. 190, Nenad Grabovac, PSG. So Serkan Korkmaz is actually playing quite a bit now for us. He is up in the 170s. Guy Chel's wanted by United and Madrid. Serkan's wanted by United. Tim Muller's wanted by Chelsea and PSG. Christian Bale has been pinched by Chelsea for £79 million. Move on. Leon Stenzel is at Brighton, where he's played... Oh, he's on loan. Oh, he's gone on loan to Brighton. I'm fine with that. 146. Sideropoulos has played 30 times this season, and we've done very well this season, of course, haven't we? We've done very well indeed. We know we've not won the cup. Lost in the quarter-final to VfL Bochum after extra time, and we lost in the Champions League final to Real Madrid, a David Alonso goal in the 83rd minute, breaking our hearts. We were ahead. Yannick Batge putting us ahead in the Champions League final. He deserves a big trophy. We won the leagues, but if we're going to win the Champions League, he deserves to be here when we do it. We've got one more wheel spin. Of course, the final Wonderkid, and we shuffle as ever. We'll have a quick shuffle round, and what's it going to be? Underwhelming. A 172 to end things off. I've just been saying how 170s are actually all right because it might tempt players to stay. I don't know why I'm doing the money gesture, but yeah, so there we go. We are pretty set in terms of our squad. And who are we going to go? Maxim Vajinski, not a bad name. Michel Rignanis, Maximilian Schulte, Leandro Himmelman, Marco Kopp. You can literally play anywhere down the middle except striker. Let's go and give Ralph someone versatile. 42 more, so he goes to 106. Right, we'll have to do some low moves and stuff for him. Okay, so let's go one more season. Okay, Mark Yannick Batge is still wanted by Al Hilal. Leon Stenzel's had another loan move, this time to Schalke. Maximilian Schulte, he's had a loan move to 1860 Munich. Everyone else has remained where they were. No one's left, which is good. We've won the league again, 4 years in a row now, this time by 14 points. We are absolutely killing it in this league. And we finally won the final of the cup, this time on penalties against Bayer Leverkusen. Revenge for the heartbreak of a few years ago. And we finally got our hands on that Bundesliga trophy. We are still a bit away, still a bit off the pace in the Champions League. Inter Milan taking us out in the quarter-finals. Ralph's up at 187. Is he ever going to make it to 200? He's got 14 more years here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just go through sporadically now in bigger jumps, because there's no more wheel spins, there's no more Wonderkids per season, there's no more wild cards to use, they've all been done. We've won 4 leagues in a row, we're doing pretty well. Just feel like a Champions League is needed. So we're going to go 5 years in now, 5 years from now, which would be 2044. Okay, so Batge's gone. Mark Yannick Batge has gone. He did go to Saudi Arabia. He got 47 caps and 13 goals for Germany. You know what? Underwhelmed that didn't it? Underwhelmed, really. 100 goals for Wolfsburg in 383 games. 3rd place in the World Cup in 2038 as well. Fair play to him. Finn Patrick Thorner has left Dortmund and gone to Al Hilal. Christian Vlad left Bayern Munich and went to Barcelona a few years ago, and he's at 24.5 million. Nenad Grabovac is wanted by a few teams. He's been at PSG for quite a while. probably done quite well for himself. Peter Dombrowski, yeah, still representing at Man City. He is now favoured personnel. You've really, really, like, favoured personnel. 483 games. He's been there since 2029. 15 years ago. Club legend, in my opinion. But they've done him dirty. Serkan Korkmaz left for £153 million and went to Real Madrid. Now, that was a signing and a half for Real Madrid. Someone who couldn't get into our team to begin with. Played a few loan moves, and then by the time he'd finished his loan moves, he was good enough. Then bang, went to Real Madrid. Guy Chelman-Ganga, though, has stayed. He's still here. Tim Muller's still here. Christian Bale was at Chelsea. Oh, Pierre Wegkamp-Drieback went to Chelsea for £283 million. Okay, I appreciate that, Ralph. You had to do what you had to do. Gerald Claus has also gone to Chelsea. Chelsea have just literally gutted us. He left for free. They let the goalkeeper go for free. The new title of the video, I spin the wheel and give Chelsea a Wonderkid every single season, just a few years later. Sidiropoulos has gone to Man City for £160 million. Right, we've made some big sales recently. £167 million in the bank. We've got £500 million to spend in our budget. Go on, Ralph. Oh my God, we lost Sidiropoulos and Wegkamp-Drieback in the same window a couple of years ago. Go on, Ralph. Go and spend it. Go and bloody spend it. In terms of the Bundesliga, well, we've just finished third. We have won it. It's what, 5 years we've just jumped. We've won it 3 out of 5. So that's not too bad. The sad thing is, though, is we haven't won another cup. Bayer Leverkusen have been winning cups quite a bit. And we haven't won a Champions League. We came runner-up in the 37-38 season to Real Madrid, which we saw, the 2-1 defeat. We haven't got to the final since. Chelsea have won 3 in a row here. I wonder why that might have been. All of our bloody players. Great. Right. Okay. 5 more years. So we've lost quite a lot of the players. A lot of them have gone. No one's really made any more moves. Maximilian Schultz gone to Stuttgart. He went for free. Sorry. Yeah, he's been on loan at places and he's never really kicked on and done anything. He's always been a bit underwhelming. He's now at 146. He's 28 years old. My heart wasn't in that last Wonderkid, to be honest. I didn't pick, he's positionally, just a bit underwhelming, wasn't it? The Bundesliga then, well, in the last 5 years, we've won 3 out of 5 once again. And we've also won a DFB Pokal 5 years ago. Unfortunately, no Champions League for Ralph. No Champions League. Chelsea with 3 more. So our players just doing really good there. We've got, £100 million in the hole, £76 million in the budget. Did he spend $500 million that season? He hasn't spent excessively in any season. So he had $500 million to spend and he chose not to spend it. Oh, Ralph. He's at 200. He's got to his potential. He's leaving in 4 years. Let's jump through. So we've still got a couple of players in the shortlist. The only player that's still here is Leon Stenzel at 35 years young. Brandon Williams is the current manager of us here at Wolfsburg. Ralph Hasenhüttl. He's still at Al Nassr. He's retiring, though, imminently. Now, the Bundesliga. We've jumped another 5 years, was it? Yeah. And we've won another 3. We've won another 3 cups. Unfortunately, there's no Champions League. We've won a Europa League. And it's Brandon Williams. Ralph never won a European trophy. Now, Mark-Yannick Batke is a club legend. So's Ralph Hasenhüttl. Icons, Guy Chelman-Ganga, Friedrich Vogel, Tim Muller. He never left. Tim Muller, 112 and 175 for Germany as well. Leon Stenzel, who's still here. And that's it. So half the players never got into this legends, icons and favoured personnel, but that's because probably quite a few of them left. Overall, how did we do then in this experiment? Well, we managed to win 13 Bundesliga titles, 5 DFB Pokals and a Europa League. Is that enough? I mean, it'll do, won't it? It was very, very good in a 31-year career, so we did pretty well. Ralph did take a bit of time to get going. I think some of the wild cards did hinder us somewhat. It's the Kevin De Bruyne Stadium. I've just noticed that. The Kevin De Bruyne Stadium. How long did Kevin De Bruyne play for Wolfsburg? 3 years. He played for Wolfsburg for 3 years, 52 times in the league, and they're naming a stadium after him. What about Ralph, who ushered in an era of domination? What about the Mark-Yannick Batke Stadium? Anyway, I'm whinging about something or nothing here. Anyway, that's the end of today's experiment. I hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah, Wolfsburg, everyone's been clamming for a Wolfsburg one with Ralph in charge, and there you go. Did he do all right? Let me know in the comments what you thought. As always, do give me suggestions for wildcard suggestions and teams you'd like me to do this with, because, of course, I love making these. They take a little bit longer to record. Obviously, you see by the length of the videos that come out, you appreciate they take longer to make and record and set up and everything. But I really do enjoy them, so I'm really happy to keep making them. And I am thinking about trying to keep evolving the series to keep it fresh. And I think next time we might go for a versus. 2 teams. Let me know what you think. Other than that, though, take good care of yourselves. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. If you're new around here and you're still here over an hour into this video, I salute you. Thank you very much. The rest of you, thank you very much for watching. Do take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.